You know, one thing I'm extremely grateful that my dad taught me at a very young age was chivalry. And I'll never forget how he taught me chivalry. I was 9 years old, this is what he did. So we were walking out of the grocery store. Remember like it was yesterday. And I was getting into the van. We had a minivan. I was getting into the van and I just got in. And my mom and my dad both sat outside the car. They didn't say anything. They just sat outside the car. And as they sat outside the car, I got in. I was in the car looking crazy at my mom and my dad, like, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all, right? And this is what my dad said. He said, get out the car, son. And I got out the car, and this is what was ingrained in my mind from that teaching. Train a child, it's another proverb, and he won't depart from it. He said, you never leave your mom to open her own door. And he said, from now on, you're in charge of opening your mother's door wherever we go. You're in charge of opening her car door. You're in charge of opening you do not let your mom open the door. And my dad would like go on these like long lectures or whatever. And he was like, matter of fact, this is what else you're not gonna do. You're never gonna let your mother touch a gas tank. You're never gonna let your mother have to open the door or touch a gas tank, and you're not gonna let her wash her car. So since 9 years old, it's been ingrained in my mind to hold doors open, take out trash, put gas in the tank, walk her to her car, make sure the door is open, right? And the thing I'm realizing in this generation is a lot of men weren't taught that. So when you are chivalrous and naturally chivalrous, a lot of times, because there's such a lack of chivalry in this generation, a lot of women can confuse chivalry with affection. You know what I mean? And from a man's perspective, I completely understand, because a lot of times men do things with women because they want something in return. And we know what most women want in return when they're doing these nice gestures, you feel me? And in this generation where so many men don't have chivalry, they don't have manners, they don't let ladies in first, a lot of times a woman will be like, oh, he liked me, he did this for me. And it's literally how some of us men were raised. It's literally how some of us men were raised. You know, some of us had a father figure in the home to teach us. And if you didn't, that's okay. You got YouTube, you got all these different things that can help teach a child. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so big on telling a woman, if you're a single woman and your son is a certain age, teach him to get out to pump the gas. Teach him when you at the car wash, he got to get out to wash the car. And how else is they going to learn to be man if they're not learning how to serve a woman? I learned how to serve my mother. I learned how to serve because it was taught to me to serve. And I'm telling you, once you learn how to be of service and not expect something in return, the way the universe just opens up for you, because you're in a whole altitude that other men aren't, just because you're serving a woman. Like in this season, for real, in this season, we really need to get into the act of serving and not expecting something in return. And if you are serving, serve because that's just who you are, not because you want something. And if God and the universe wants you to have something, it'll be granted to you. But let's get back to chivalry and serving, bro. Because as men, we gotta serve, we gotta submit. We gotta submit. We're not submitting to the woman. We're submitting to service. Let's continue to submit to service in this season and just go to this next level. Because when you learn to serve others, that's when God starts serving you the most. And we the leaders, so we gotta do a better job of servitude in this season. If you feel this man, share this with another man and tell him, let's keep serving each other. Let's keep serving, bro. Because God gonna answer our prayers when we serve them. That's it. That's the post.